What's up, guys? It's Xclusive here, and I'm back with another AERY game, actually, believe it or not. This is probably, I want to say, the 19th entry in the series. So this is AERY Peace of Mind, as you can see from here. It is developed and published by EpiXR Games, as are all the other entries. And yeah, like, just like every other AERY game, this is more of like a casual flight simulator where you control a bird named AERY, which you can see on the kind of top right of the screen there. He's kind of like that orange bird right there. And basically what the game is about is very simple. You just fly around, like levels, and basically collect feathers. And usually the feathers, when you collect a feather, it kind of like tells a story, which is like voiced by a narrator. Probably more than likely voiced by AI, I want to say, unfortunately. So yeah, this is definitely not like, this is more of like kind of like a shovelware game that's meant for more for achievement hunters more than anybody else. If you want like a easy to kind of relax to game also, though, like this is definitely a perfect option. I know there's probably better ones out there depending on the depending on the genre that you're trying to look for, but if you're looking for like a very casual flight simulator, this can definitely be a good option if you are looking to just casually just chill out and just fly around. And yeah, I mean, you don't even have to collect the feathers. You can just fly around and just enjoy the scenery, even though unfortunately a lot of the times, more often than not, the developers have been known to kind of recycle a lot of levels from all their previous games. I mean, this series has had about almost close to 20 games at this point, if not more than that at this point in time. But yeah, anyway, without further ado, yeah, so like the achievements in this game are very easy. It's literally just like you get an achievement for completing each level. More often than not, most of the games have 10 levels, so so there's 10 achievements. Each of them is worth 100 gamer score. But there have been other games where it's been like 11 levels or like more than 10 usually. But yeah, so without further ado, let's get right into it here. I'm just going to start the game. Alright, let's see. Welcome to AERY Peace of Mind. This game is designed to relax your mind and soul and features some of the most beautiful worlds of our AERY series. There are no enemies or any danger at all. Just lean back, take a deep breath, and enjoy the wonderful scenery and the sensation of flying. Enjoy. So, being that this is like Peace of Mind, which is very similar to like the Calm Mind series or mini-series or like side series, whatever you want to call it, sub-series, I guess. This one probably doesn't have narration or like a story at all, just like the other games do. It's probably just like simply just fly around, collect the feathers, and that's it. So we'll see. But yeah, let's get right into it here. So, all right. So there's a lot of levels here. So you got the suburbs, the Asian village, the mines, the racing track, the harbor, the shopping mall, the lighthouse, the pirate bay, a pirate island, the happy village, the small town, the Wild West. The Frozen Path, the Frozen Future, and the Frozen Village. So a lot of these sound very like familiar to me. I'm just gonna start off where the first level that it shows there. So there's a lot more than 10 levels here, as you can see. So obviously there's gonna be more achievements. But yeah, let's start with the suburbs and let's get this going. Hopefully the feather count is pretty good. My biggest gripe with this game is usually that the feather count kind of is a little bit ridiculous, like in terms of how many feathers you have to collect. Like most of the recent entries have done like 25, but they have been known to include more than that. So this one seems good because most of the time in the other entries, the feathers you can only find one at a time, and they kind of follow a pattern, but it seems like in this game, they're just kind of scattered throughout. But yeah, as you can see, there's 32 that you need to collect. Hopefully, there are more than 32 of these feathers scattered about here. Seems like right now they're kind of like in this one area, but probably, yeah, as you can see, the draw distance is really not that great, and this is on a Series X, so that's pretty bad. So far, this isn't terrible. I don't like the fact that they made it 32. I do wish that they kept it at 25 or like 20. Like for me personally, if you're gonna do this kind of like objective-based collectathon, like, you know, the whole point of this game is to relax and just fly around, right? So if you want to do that, then, you know, make it 20 feathers and just let a person just fly around without actually collecting the feathers. It's not like there's a timer or anything, right? But like, if I'm just trying to finish this game off, specifically for the achievements, then it's kind of lame that I have to like actually go around and collect so many feathers, even though they are kind of bunched up, which is nice. But yeah, so, you know, nothing really more to it than this. As you can see, like I said, there is no narration here, although I'm not enjoying how crazy these feathers are laid out. Controls are very simple. You literally just, like, the bird flies on his own, AERY flies on his own. You can boost AERY by holding A, and you can also brake and go slower by holding B. So you can kind of like get more of like the lay of the land. It's funny because this is a level that's like, in most other games, it was like a post-apocalyptic level. As you can see, like, there's this like bus that's like kitted out with like boards and like spikes and stuff. The bridge is like falling apart. There's garbage everywhere. Oh look, I missed a feather over there. So that's number 20. But in here, but anyway, yeah, so in this entry, it looks like it's meant to be like a happier level, even though it's like, bro, you didn't change anything. It's still post-apocalyptic, like, even though in the middle of it, there's like a park that looks completely untouched by dirt, grime, decay, destruction, anything. Like, it makes no sense. But yeah, this is definitely a recycled level. Now, this is where I start to get annoyed, because I don't know where these other feathers are. So I'm not a fan of this one already. Like, these levels are huge, which is fine. But like, at least, you know, something that the devs should definitely like put into this game is like an option where you can like turn on a guided arrow, which will always point to like the nearest feather. So like, if you're like at, let's say, 31 out of 32, and you can't for the life of you find the last feather, like, just tell me where it is. Don't make me fly around aimlessly and not find it, because I have had situations where I've been looking for a feather for like a good 10 minutes, and it was like in the most random spot. Now, most of the time it's guided, like I said before, which is, you know, fine. But in some of the entries, even the guided feathers are just like, they make no sense in terms of their placement. And then obviously, you know, this draw distance doesn't do you any favors, because look at how close I have to be to see this feather. Like, otherwise I wasn't able to see it. So like, I literally just have to waste my time flying around looking for these feathers. Alright, so I see one right there. I saw one off to the right a little bit. So hopefully... And it's also so odd, like, how the first ones were so bunched up, and now these are just so spread out and just all over the place. So it makes me wonder if this whole game is just AI. Like, the levels are recycled, right? So That's definitely a developer decision, but I feel like the feather placements are randomized or not actually handpicked by the developers themselves, which, if that's true, then I can definitely see an issue. See, like right now I'm missing 3 feathers and I have no freaking idea where they could be. Will I find them? Who knows? I hope so, because it's been quite a long time. There's one right there. I've been playing this one level for, I think, past 6 minutes now, which is not great. Okay. Yeah, this is really bad. I'm already disliking this, and this sub-series has 3 entries in it so far. So I'm missing 2 feathers. I have no idea where they could be. Like, a guided arrow would help a lot, would make a huge difference, and then also, because you can crash in this game, and it kind of respawns you at the last collected feather. So if at least it like did that and like kind of just oriented you in the direction where the next feather is, the nearest feather is, no matter how far it is from you. So right now, if I'm at 30 out of 32, and let's say, you know, the next feather is like all the way on the other side of the map, but on the other side of the level. But that's fine, like, I'll fly there, but at least I'll be able to know where the hell to go instead of just flying around like this and not finding anything at all. And it's usually in the most random spot, too. Like I said before, like, I found it in, like, the most nonsensical space. Like, where I thought it was gonna be, it was not, and then, you know, where I figured that it would never happen, it was there, and it was like, what the hell? Why? This is crazy. Yeah, Calm Mind and Peace of Mind are definitely my least favorite sub-series. The other named entries are okay, they're not great. It depends, like, I recently played through the most latest entry, which is Titans of the Future, and that one wasn't bad. Definitely quicker than this, which is, you know, says a lot. But yet they still make these, and they still make these decisions, which make no sense, and make so many things annoying, which shouldn't be annoying, they should be easy. Been flying around for quite a while. Still nothing, and I'm like, right now I'm just kind of going around the perimeter a little bit, trying to see if I can spot something. And so far, no dice, which is not good. You know, the problem is that people like me, they buy this game, or they buy every entry in this game, and it's just like, okay. So we're just gonna keep making more of this slop. And who cares? Like what is this? What is this feather over here? Why? This is like outside of the, this is outside of the map, basically. Like, what? Oh my god, both of these. Like, why would you even want to, like, who would think of going over here? This makes no freaking sense. But I'm glad I found it, because I could have been flying around the level looking for them and never come across them, so that was nuts. Take a breath and relax your mind. Feel free to try another level anytime. Okay, so I think there's still 10 achievements in this game. It looks like you could just pick whatever level you want, which is good. Okay, let's do the racing track. I know that one is usually very small. It also makes no sense because like how this is a racing track, quote unquote, but yet it looks it's literally like a port for boats. All right, this one's usually very quick and easy because it's also very small too, and because of that, the feathers are very quickly picked up. Alright, so let's see how many you have here. 28, okay. It's not bad. They definitely should have more than how much you're supposed to pick up though, because that would actually make it a more calmer experience in my opinion. Alright. So there's 2 right here. I gotta slow down a little bit to grab this one. Alright, 10 out of 28. Then grab this one down here, and then go straight up for the next one. Let's see. Okay. Alright, this one's pretty good. I like this one. That first one was pretty bad. Let's see if this level also has the same issue where the last couple ones are like out of bounds of the immediate area. That would be very unfortunate. Going a little too fast. What's up? How you doing? Big bad Lobo in the house. Coming to yell at me? For missing our date? Oh look. Last 2 feathers right there. Alright. That was quick. 10 minutes compared to... Oh wow, level 10. Okay. Random. Level 10 achievement right there. Alright. Let's see what's next. Let's do the Asian village. So some of these may not even pop achievements if they're... Oh, this one is crazy. These feathers are all bundled up together. Oh my god, this one's gonna be super fast. Okay. Wow. 25 of them though. What? Okay. I hope I don't have to go inside any of these caves. Oh look, this one leaves a trail. Yeah, sometimes they do that. Kind of shows you where you've been, but honestly, more often than not, it doesn't really matter. Wait. Okay. So grab that one. Oh, look at all these down here. Oh, wow. Okay. Alright, this one's really good. Alright, I'm missing 2 more, 1 more. Alright, yep, there you go. Alright, this one was pretty good. Oh, there's an out-of-bounds area here. Oh, look at that. This one had also more than 25. Which is nice. Okay, cool. That one was very fast. Level 2, okay. So we went from level 1 to level 10 to level 2. That makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.